Welcome everybody to another project update for the merchant project. Today we will be discussing about what have been working the developers so far in the last few weeks, what will they start working on from Monday onwards actually, and most importantly I actually want to discuss just one detail that basically was brought by one of the community members actually on the Telegram group, which by the way, if you haven't joined, just go down in the description, there is the link, go and join. We can have a conversation there. And that's actually a fair point that he brought, and something that is happening in the world that could bring some kind of like uncertainty, I would say, to the project, or people kind of like feeling that we need to actually hurry on your rush. And I do want to clarify that. So just stay until the end so you can actually get more information about it as well. So in the meantime, let me just, as always, I'm trying to keep these project updates as short as possible. And I do know that sometimes I do like to talk a bit too much. So again, guys, I'm just gonna try to keep it as short as possible so that everybody will just come watch it, get updated, and move on. So in the meantime, let me just straight away jump into that. The first thing, as I say, that I will be discussing is about the project, the development basically that the developers have brought me. So they have currently have updated the HMP gateway, so the HIPS Merchant Protocol Gateway smart contracts according to the agents, self-picking on disputes and other different details. So sorry guys, I'm just literally reading their message from the developer here. So, and they also have updated the HIP Merchant Protocol SDK, which wraps the MTO backend API. I did have to actually research about it, and luckily actually he sent me a link that you can actually go and check it out yourself. I'm just going to leave it here, you can actually copy it. But basically the HMP SDK is a blockchain manager for an escrow contract, which exports the full process for purchasing and selling products and securing clients' fidelity through the escrow system. As you can actually see, it has been published by our developers over 2 months ago. So you can see that we have been basically moving a lot forward on that, and we were basically kind of like wrapping this up and trying to conclude that. What they will be starting working from Monday onwards is basically going back to the mobile wallet. If you haven't seen it, we will link actually the link in the description so you can go and actually see about the video of the mobile wallet. But basically what they will be working is just kind of like updating the last few details that need to be updated before that is concluded. So once again, we are actually getting very, very close to the next stage. Oh, sorry guys, I'm actually not even showing you the screen right now. I apologize for that. So this is actually the screen that I was showing you before. And as you can see here, the HMP SDK, that is a blockchain manager for an escrow contract. So you can actually see what I was reading. I will be leaving the links of this in the description as well, so if you want to go and check them out. And as I was saying before, basically we are getting closer and closer to the next release of the next stage, which again guys, I cannot give you right now a date because we want to make sure that we have completed the stage, that we are completely ready to go live. Then we need to make sure that we are going ahead. So that's why we usually leave kind of like at least a month of development after we have everything completed, and then we move forward. So, but anyway, what you need to know is that right now the developers are actually working on completing, so they will start working actually from Monday on completing the customer mobile wallet app properly. So that was it for the update right now. Another thing that I really wanted to talk to you is, as I say, a community member brought this up to me on Telegram. And he was very worried actually, because it says, Ukrainian supermarkets chain will start accepting crypto payment via Binance, using Binance Pay. And he was worried, like, the Binance will actually start taking over basically on the payment, which is what kind of like we were supposed to be shining on, or at least what he felt we were supposed to be shining on. And he felt that either we kind of like hurry up and deliver a product and bring a product to the market, or we will be basically left behind. And I want to clarify this because I feel it is extremely important for everybody to understand what we are actually building here and why the fact that Binance is actually building something like that and bringing something like that to a country or with a big partner like a supermarket chain, that is just something that it is gonna benefit us in the long run. And the reason for that is, the first thing is Binance is a centralized exchange. In fact, you can actually see here on this article that he sent us, to enjoy this new payment option, customers will have to download the Binance app. So you will actually have to have Binance and you have to send your tokens to them. There is no difference between making a payment using USD through a bank or BTC using the Binance app, because it's centralized. So it doesn't completely, it is nothing that you should be worried about. Instead, what I was saying before is something that actually will benefit us in the long run, because it is extremely hard to get someone to say, hey, look, come and let's, I don't know, use payment MTO as a payment, or use BTC wrapped in the MTO blockchain, which is basically how things will be working eventually, for you to make a payment. People will get scared just with all these words that you are actually saying here. So it will be harder for you to get to those stages and to convince people to actually use our platform. Mostly will be people who use already crypto and they want to use it in the day-to-day, and they want, most importantly, to have the consumer protection. So that will be using at first our product, our ecosystem. But something like this that Binance is actually doing, it is going to bring the retail investor. So then the average Joe will start jumping into this and say, oh, wow, why not try with this? You know, and they will start maybe using certain currencies to get into that, and they will get to know more the cryptocurrency world. But then when they realize the difference that there is between a centralized exchange and a decentralized method of payment, because I want to remind you all that this is what we're building here, and this is why nobody has been able to do it yet, because it's not an easy feat what we're trying to accomplish here. We're trying to make sure that you can pay using your phone or whatever wallet you want to use it in the computer or whatever, but that the funds that you're using to pay something, to buy something, are in the blockchain and not held by someone else. Because what Binance Pay does, and it is the same as Crypto.com does. They ask you to send them your money, and then they convert it into fiat, and they pay actually with fiat. That's what the credit card or the debit card for Crypto.com, how it works. Binance might allow people to transfer directly BTC or Ethereum or other currencies, but they will still be within the centralized exchange. So the money will not leave the Binance wallet unless eventually the other person on the other hand, like the merchant or the customer, decides to actually withdraw. And it's at that stage that the money is moved, that the cryptocurrency is moved from Binance exchange to a separate wallet. And that's what I want to clarify here. What we're trying to build here is for you to be able to get your funds in your wallet, because remember, not your keys, not your money. If you have them in your wallet, then you can go and pay, and nobody will be able to control that for you. And I'm not talking about regulations, I'm talking about everything. What if Binance one day, like hundreds of other exchanges out there, go bankrupt because they go for they start taking some wrong steps, because we never know. Look, they have been extremely successful, and so far they have been doing a great job, and I really want to also emphasize that. Because if it wasn't for them, which is bringing the cryptocurrency in a centralized way, we wouldn't have so many people getting into the cryptocurrency world, because so far it has been extremely difficult. And that's also what we're trying to do here. We're trying to create an app that is going to be as easy as possible for people to use. And that's what we're trying to bring eventually as well to the people. And Ethereum have not been able to do that. Cardano have not been able to do that. It has always been extremely complicated. And that's the reason why still we don't have a cryptocurrency accepted globally, because nobody has been able to do what we are trying to do in a certain way. And that's why certain news like this, it only brings me hope and joy, because I feel that we are moving in the same direction. We want, all of us, we want for cryptocurrencies in general to be accepted. And eventually Binance, which is the reason why Binance created BNB, because eventually I believe they will see what they are creating, or either they will be corrupted and they will, kind of like become so powerful that become the bank of the cryptocurrency, and then eventually behave like a bank, which is exactly what Bitcoin was created to go against. Or eventually they will move to a system like ours, and who knows if they will actually see our system and integrate it on theirs. That could be an option. I'm not saying there is anything in there, so there is no partnership or anything, but I want to say that this is something that actually could be used. Our system can be used, because it will be actually extremely beneficial for them to be able to make a payment, a transaction that will leave their wallet and arrive into a separate wallet to a merchant in a completely decentralized way, because that's what they could actually offer that to their customers. And we will be able to offer them that with our ecosystem. And it will not actually affect them much in a way, because what they want is people to have funds in their exchange. So that's actually, as I said, is just something that is a positive sign for us at MTO. And I really want to emphasize as well the fact that sometimes people get extremely in a hurry, and we don't want to build anything in a hurry, because we want to make sure that what we're building is gonna last. This is not something that we're not building here, a project that is gonna be, oh, we're gonna get rich in 2 years or whatever. We don't care about the money. Myself, the team, we are not here in this for the money. We are in this because we know that what we are building is something that it is gonna change and shape the world as we know it. It is our legacy, and I keep saying this to the community. When I joined the team, I didn't join the team because of the money, and I want to clarify that. Basically, there has been an improvement in a certain way, because I get to work from home, but economically speaking, I am literally earning the same that I was earning before. So I am not doing this for the money. I am doing this for my legacy, because I want to have something to be part of what MTO is bringing, the change that MTO is bringing to the world. And that's the reason why I keep, personally speaking, buying MTOs at such a cheap price that they are right now. So I am actually keep purchasing MTOs, because I do want to have as much impact as I can on once the MTO becomes a DAO. Because once it becomes a DAO, HIPS itself will not be the ruler of the project or the ecosystem. John, Axel, they will not be the rulers of the ecosystem. I will not be the ruler. The rulers will be those who hold the tokens and will be able to take decisions and vote and shape the direction on where the project is going. And I really wanted to clarify that. So guys, sorry again. Well, it's been just 15 minutes. So I really hope, I want to wrap this up right now, but I really want to emphasize that we're doing very great, that the the developers are doing a great job, and they're actually moving very, very fast, and that we are actually gonna go very soon into the next stage, which is supposed to be coming anyway on this year. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I really want to wish you a lovely Sunday for all of you out there. Have a good day.